In this video, we are going to calculate the total cholesterol, uh, and it's made up of three components: the high density lipid levels, HDL, the low density lipid levels, plus triglyceride. I'll just write it GLY, 1/5 of that. Okay, so the total cholesterol, cholesterol, total cholesterol is three components. Okay, and so we need the three text fields from the user, right, to enter all these values. All right, and of course 1/5 of this, the third guy, okay, is the total cholesterol. So we have, when your user enters the value here, and let's say total, right? Total is an integer. Remember that it is an integer. But when user enters these values, it enters like a string. It's a string. So obviously we cannot add three strings to get a number, right? We need to convert the string to an integer. So that function is to int 32, and this string, whatever user types in, right, we need to convert to an integer for each one of them. All right, for each one of them. And once you convert, you add all those three things, of course 1/5 of this, you get the total cholesterol value. So then we need to display on the label. But this label is a string, and this integer is a number, so we need to convert the integer to string. For that, we are going to use a function called toString, which is very simple, right? So that's what we are going to do now. I'm going to show you the code, right? Code here, and let's go to the form. So we have three text fields and the button, right? The button there. Total cholesterol is right here. So here user enters the values. So let's program this button. So when the button is clicked, we are going to take these three values, convert them into the integer, and then display on the label. All right, so double click on that. So here, that's what I did for each text: HDL, LDL, and triglyceride, 1/5 of that. All right, so I use this integer like we talked, and we use the function to convert that each of them into a number, right? This is a string, and so let's go and take one of them. Okay, so LDL, and if you see the name here, name text HDL is the text field. TXT we have prefixed as a TXT. Usually the standard is, if you have a text field, right, it has to be prefixed with TXT, and you can name whatever that we need to name it as HDL. All right, so and then the label we have, right? So let's go ahead and see so we did convert the strings into number, integer, and we computed the total. When you are done, we need to convert the total to a string as shown here. I'll put it on the total. All right, so let's go and look at this code and see how I've done it. There's no other, if you see here, there's no other code here. You can pretty much remove this guy here. There's no other code. It's very simple, 2 line, 1 line and a 1 line. That's it. So let's run the program. So if you take it here, let's say the user enters 50 and say 100. So 100 by 5 is 20, 20 plus 50, 70, 70 plus 50 is 120. That's the answer for us, right? Let's go and enter them. 50, 50, 100. 120, right? So that's it, total cholesterol. So to sum this up, we have used 3 text fields, HDL, LDL and triglyceride, and we took this, when the user enters those values, we converted them into a number using this function, method or procedure. And once we did, we stored in the integer. Then we need to store the integer in this label. The label requires string. We converted the total value integer to string, right? So this is the 2. So you need to remember these 2 functions because you will be using a lot of it. All right. Thank you.